Heard several interceptions. You can see missiles flying over there. There are about 4 in that direction.
The Middle East has always been a region defined by conflict, rivalries, and power struggles. But in recent years, the arms race has entered a new and dangerous phase. Iran's bold claim that it has successfully developed a hypersonic missile has sent shockwaves across the globe. For Israel, a nation surrounded by threats but protected by one of the most advanced air defense networks in the world, this announcement is deeply troubling. For the United States and its allies, it raises urgent questions about global security and the balance of power in a region already on edge. But is Iran's claim real, or is it a carefully crafted illusion? And what could it mean for the future of warfare in the Middle East? To truly grasp why this announcement is so alarming, we must understand what hypersonic missiles are. These are not ordinary rockets. They are weapons capable of flying at speeds of Mach 5 or greater. That's more than 5 times the speed of sound. To put that into perspective, a hypersonic missile could cover the distance from Tehran to Tel Aviv in under 7 minutes. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, which follow a predictable arc, hypersonic missiles are maneuverable. They can change direction mid-flight, making them nearly impossible to track with radar or intercept with traditional missile defense systems. In modern warfare, this is considered the ultimate weapon: fast, unpredictable, and devastatingly effective. For decades, only a handful of superpowers, the United States, Russia, and China, were believed to be making real progress in hypersonic technology. Iran's sudden claim to have entered this elite club has therefore sparked disbelief, concern, and intense debate. Iran unveiled its supposed hypersonic missile during a highly publicized event. State media hailed it as a breakthrough that could not only threaten Israel, but also bypass the U.S. missile defense umbrella in the region. Officials claimed it could hit targets within minutes, evade all known defense systems, and deliver a strike so swift that it would render opponents defenseless. The announcement was not just about technology, it was about sending a message. Iran, long isolated by sanctions and international pressure, was demonstrating that it could still outsmart and outmaneuver its rivals. Whether fully true or not, the psychological impact of this claim was immediate. Israel is home to one of the most advanced air defense systems in the world. The Iron Dome protects against short-range rockets. David's Sling intercepts medium-range threats. And the Arrow series, especially the Arrow 3, is designed to counter long-range ballistic missiles, including those potentially carrying nuclear warheads. These systems have performed admirably in past conflicts. During escalations with Hamas and Hezbollah, the Iron Dome intercepted thousands of incoming rockets. The Arrow has even been tested successfully against advanced ballistic missiles. But hypersonic missiles present a new kind of challenge. Because of their speed and maneuverability, these missiles might slip past detection until it's too late. Even a defense network as layered and sophisticated as Israel's could find itself unable to respond. For Israeli planners, this is nothing short of a nightmare scenario, a weapon capable of reaching their cities before alarms could even sound. The big question remains, is Iran telling the truth? Developing hypersonic weapons requires cutting-edge research, exotic materials, advanced propulsion systems, and years of testing. Even global powers like the US and Russia have faced repeated delays and failures. Could Iran, a country under decades of economic sanctions, really achieve what others struggle with? Some analysts dismiss Iran's announcement as propaganda, a way to project strength at a time of economic weakness. They point to past instances where Iran showcased new military hardware that turned out to be modified older systems. Yet others caution against dismissing Iran too quickly. Iran's missile program has repeatedly advanced faster than expected. The world underestimated its drone program, only to later see Iranian drones being used in conflicts from Yemen to Ukraine. It is entirely possible that even if Iran has not yet mastered hypersonic technology, it may be closer than many think. The United States responded swiftly, reaffirming its commitment to Israel's defense and closely monitoring Iran's claims. For Washington, the threat is not only to Israel but also to U.S. forces stationed across the Middle East. Bases in Qatar, Bahrain, Iraq, and beyond could all fall within range of a hypersonic strike. NATO allies also expressed concern. Hypersonic technology is considered a destabilizing force, one that could render existing arms control agreements obsolete. If Iran truly has this capability, it sets a dangerous precedent for other nations in the region. Already, countries like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and the UAE may feel compelled to accelerate their own missile programs, triggering a new arms race in one of the world's most unstable regions. Even if Iran's hypersonic missile is not yet fully operational, its announcement achieves a powerful psychological effect. Warfare is not only about physical strength but also about perception. By claiming hypersonic capability, Iran forces its enemies to think twice. Israel must now plan for the possibility that its billion-dollar defense systems could fail. The U.S. must allocate new resources to protect its troops, and rival Arab states must reconsider their strategies. In many ways, the missile has already succeeded in its mission, without being launched. It has planted seeds of doubt, forced recalculations, and shifted the balance of deterrence in Iran's favor. The Middle East is no stranger to arms races. For decades, nations in the region have invested heavily in advanced weaponry, but the introduction, or even the claim, of hypersonic weapons represents a new phase. If Iran pushes forward, others will follow. Israel will likely seek even more advanced U.S. technologies. Saudi Arabia could turn to China or Russia. Turkey, too, may invest in developing its own hypersonic program. This escalation could have devastating consequences. The region is already a powder keg of conflicts, from Syria to Yemen to Gaza. Introducing unstoppable, high-speed weapons could make future wars even more destructive, with less time for diplomacy or intervention. So, where does the truth lie? Is Iran truly capable of producing a fully functional hypersonic missile, or is this a strategic bluff designed to instill fear? At this moment, no one outside Tehran knows for certain. But the fact that this question is even being asked shows how successful Iran has been in reshaping the conversation. For Israel, the challenge is clear: adapt and innovate, or risk being left vulnerable. For the United States and NATO, the task is to prevent a regional arms race while safeguarding their allies. For Iran, the announcement itself is already a victory, proof that perception can be as powerful as reality. Iran's secret hypersonic missile may or may not be fully real today, but it has already changed the geopolitical landscape. It has forced Israel onto high alert, drawn the attention of Washington and NATO, and reminded the world that the future of warfare is being written not only in Washington, Moscow, or Beijing, but also in Tehran. As the hypersonic race heats up, one truth becomes undeniable. The world is entering an era where the speed of weapons could outpace the speed of diplomacy. And in that world, even the smallest miscalculation could lead to catastrophic consequences. If you found this documentary valuable, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our deep dives into global military technology and geopolitical shifts. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth research and analysis on the stories that are shaping our world today.